Hey guys, man, it's been a long time. I've been dying to get on this and catch up with you guys, but it's been rough. Like a buddy of mine told me, you let Walmart run you and they'll run you. But I've also been struggling with my APU unit for the last 4 weeks. It hasn't been working, but I think it worked twice. So it's not recharging my battery and it's not running my AC. And having it run my AC is more important than charging my battery. But I went to get it fixed and they couldn't replicate the problem. And I went to another place, they couldn't replicate it because it worked. When I went there, it worked. But for the whole week when I was running, it wasn't working. So I got to thinking, God, is it me? It wasn't me. The third time, they finally figured it out because it finally wasn't working for them, so they could see the problem. And it turned out there was a wire that was shorting out, so it was working when I went to the shop, but then it wasn't working when I was on the road. Excuse me. I'm in Alabama, so I'm out of Springfield Valley now. I ran up there for about a month, and remember when I came back over the road, back on from home time, I went from Atlanta up to, I tried out the Midway, Tennessee, and I didn't like that area. It wasn't close enough to go home, so I went on back up to Spring Valley, and Spring Valley worked out. I just had to, on my weekend that I was doing recaps, I would have to run up, try to go to a shop and try to get Thermo King to fix the problem. And so it's just been kind of hectic. I've been wanting to catch up, but I've been kind of busy with that. And you guys know what it's like after you've been running. Oh, I wanted to say something. So, you ever notice that, you remember that game called Twister? Every time I take a shower, I feel like I'm playing that game, trying to balance on one foot and on that little towel to get on my flip-flop. And it's like every time, you do almost anything to touch the ground with your bare foot. So my wife's like, well, yeah, don't you take a shower like every day? I'm like, oh, honey, let me explain something to you. Picture this. This is what I explained to her. And I said, even though our bedroom is here and the bathroom's right there, just work with me here. When you get up tomorrow, I want you to go ahead and get fully dressed, put your shoes on. If it's raining, put a coat on. If it's snowing, put a real big coat on. Run around the house 2 times, and then come in. Oh, but before you do that, make sure you take a backpack with all your toiletries. I know they're in the bathroom, but just play with them. Just think about this. So, go around the house 2 times, go back into the bathroom, set your toiletries out, get undressed, get in the shower, shave or whatever. Well, I don't know, I hope you shouldn't shave. But take care of business, get dressed. I know you're only 15 feet from the bed now, but get dressed, go back around the house 2 times, and then go about your day. And you'll see why it's usually 3 or 4 days. And sometimes it was a week. One time I was talking to a buddy of mine that's doing the same Walmart thing. It's like, damn, they'll run you. And finally, you have to say, no, I'm going to go stop and I'm going to take a shower. So it's good money, but you will do a lot of running around. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that Twister story with you because I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Oh, let me say hi to a couple new subscribers too. PJ De Guzman, Pastor Jeffrey Torres. We need a pastor in the mob. And 6438 Red Cat, Scott Mitzif, and L. Chandler. And a special shout out to Billy Schneider. He's been a subscriber for a while. He wrote to me, and he's like 37 years old. He's got cerebral palsy with a seizure disorder. And he says his grandfather used to drive, so he always wanted to do that. He always wanted to drive ever since he was a little kid, but obviously he can't. So he just feels like being a part of the mob is is kind of like being behind the wheel. So I thought that was really cool. So shout out to you, Billy. Hope you're doing well, brother. Also, for my one international mobster, our old buddy Garry Greenfield, and if you guys could in the comments down there, just give him a shout out. He's from Australia, over Queensland area. That's over on the far east side near the beach. You know, they're having it tough over there. They really are, and he is such a good spirited guy. He's a driver, and he's trying to get over here to the United States, and he's working through the process. But in the meantime, I think it'd be great to give him a little support. They're tied. They're shut down in their houses and stuff, guys. So I'm hoping that that's all going to be done and over with soon. I think it's playing itself out pretty well. The whole narrative is falling apart, guys. The whole narrative. And not to get too involved in that, but you remember, drivers, when maybe some of you have gone and learned the Smith system, and one of the parts of the Smith system is that you look in front of you, but you also look out ahead of you. And I think that's the most important thing to remember, is it's good to look out in front of you, and that's like the daily stuff that's going on, which is all the BS that you're seeing. But look out ahead of you, and what I see and what my research has been is, guys, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna get through this. It looks bad right now, but there's a lot of stuff apparently going on behind the scenes that we can't see and I can't prove. And this is just my belief, you know. Everybody's perception is everybody's reality, you know. So my perception is, from what I've seen, is the narrative's playing out. It's going to take a long time. We're going to be creating a new normal, and it ain't going to be like what's going on. I honestly think by between now and January, we're going to start seeing a turnaround. By January, I think you'll see it turning around. But at the end of the day, what does turning around mean? Well, we're not going backwards. We're not going back to the same old stuff. What you know in the past is in the past. It's I think I think there are better days ahead for all of us. So that's what I hope. I really do. From what I'm seeing and researching, I think so. But I really can't say, because I mean, it's all just my interpretation of what I'm watching and reading. So I personally think that if you just keep a good attitude, look out ahead, things are gonna be better. I'm telling you, I do believe that. I hope you guys do too. I've talked with several of you guys. We're kind of tight, and it's you know, we're all frustrated and anxious for this to be behind us, but look forward to what's coming. I think it's going to be good. I really do. And I think the negative people that are out here causing all this mess are losing big time. Their whole narrative is falling apart. So I'm hoping that we're going to start seeing some good signs to support what I think is going on. And supposedly October is supposed to be a big month, but I don't think there's going to be any one cataclysmic thing, at least not in the next 3 months. But I'm just anxious for it to turn around too, guys. All you can do is just keep moving forward down the road, and take care of your family, and just do your best. But anyways, hey, give a shout out to Garry in there, and everybody else. You guys take care. I'm going home for a few days. I'm going to try to get my my APU unit fixed while I'm home during home time, and then I'm going to go hopefully to LaGrange, Georgia, to run the Walmart dedicated down here. And right now it's just going to be if it's available when I come off of home time. So lots of ifs, but we'll keep going. You guys take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.
A couple 100 miles away, denying that something has changed. You're blaming me, too complicated, but I will never stay the same. So I will drive and drive and drive and drive, baby, just so I can make it through the night. spent on fuel, beating heartache on the move. Sometimes I just wish we knew, hey, how to call up without losing. But I drive and drive and drive and drive, baby, just so I can make it through the night. Yeah, I will drive and drive and drive and drive, so we can try to make it simple, try to talk about what's on our mind.